Hello, welcome to another episode of DEC. I know it's been a long time, but first we have a book to review, and that is the 2017 mystery thriller novel, The Origin by the famous author Dan Brown. So first of all, honestly, this is not my first time reading this book. I read this 3-4 years ago during the pandemic time. So this is one of the first books I read of this genre. And I came across this name a few days ago on Threads, so I decided to review it. This was the fifth book in the 6-book installation of the Robert Langdon series. The upcoming novel, The Secret of the Secrets, will come out next month, so this would be another important topic for discussion. So, most of us know Dan Brown from his global hit novel, The Da Vinci Code, which was later made into a movie in which Tom Hanks acted on. I think Angels and Demons, the first book, is also a movie. The same guy, Tom Hanks, acted as Robert Langdon there. So I can't really compare this book to The Da Vinci Code because I haven't read The Da Vinci Code yet. Although I have read The Lost Symbol and The Inferno, both of them I really enjoyed. But amongst these three, The Origin would definitely be my favorite. And I have obvious reasons, which I'll explain. First, I think I should probably give you a basic outline of what this Origin is all about. So, the main protagonist, just like in the other 4 books, the same protagonist, Robert Langdon, is a Harvard symbologist, professor. He's a kind of curious, a charming guy, a middle-aged man. So the entire Robert Langdon series is based on adventures of Robert Langdon. The Harvard professor, Robert Langdon, is invited to the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, by his former student and friend, Edmund Christ. Note this, Edmund Christ is also a billionaire, a tech-savvy, and a bit of a controversial figure. Edmund Christ claims that he has discovered something. He has found some scientific breakthrough that's gonna break everything religions has built for the past thousands of years. At that point, we reach this kind of elevated, suspenseful peak there. And all of a sudden, before this secret is revealed, a great disaster happens. Robert Langdon had to flee from the police, along with Ambra Vidal, the museum's director, a handsome woman. Someone wants Edmund Christ's discovery to remain buried, to remain underground. And Ambra Vidal and Robert Langdon has to work together, follow clues, and solve puzzles to finally reveal to the world what Edmund Christ has discovered. In my opinion, this is a pacey book, just like The Inferno, the 4th installation in the Robert Langdon series. There are a lot of similarities between the books. I think the best part about The Origin is these particularly well-placed twists and turns and peak suspense moments, a lot of horrifying situations in which they end up. The book's timeline is probably within a day, I think, 1 night and 1 day. So you might think it would be laggy, but you don't feel any lag in this book. It just keeps on moving forward. It just brings in more twists and turns, more things that our brains can devour on. Based on this genre, I think it's one of the best books in this genre. The thriller, mystery, a bit of history, a bit of travel here and there. You know, it explores a lot of the Bilbao area, Barcelona. The Sagrada Familia church it's right there in the cover page. It also plays an important role in the ending bits of the book. Robert Langdon, being this historian, Harvard symbologist, he finds patterns, he finds a lot of special things in everything that he sees. So he just Dan Brown just explains every single detail in every one of these historical structures. So it's as if we were literally there, as if we literally saw this thing with our own eyes. and it's really interesting for someone who loves these. Throughout the book, I think there are two breathtaking peak moments. I'm not gonna give any spoilers here, so I would recommend you all to read this first and then comment down below. Maybe because I like the author a lot, or maybe because I am interested in this genre, thriller, mystery, a little bit of history, travel. I would give the 2017 Dan Brown book, The Origin, a solid 9.5 out of 10. Now moving towards the negative parts of the book. I've seen a lot of reviews where people have written really bad stuff about this book. Like among all Dan Brown books, this is the lowest rated book. I really don't understand why it is so low rated, because I have read The Inferno and I think it's pretty similar, although the way in which the concepts are presented before us is entirely different, but there are still similarities between The Origin and Inferno. A lot of people loved the Da Vinci Code, which I am about to read, and it really doesn't have any much bad reviews as The Origin. I think the main point here is that this book challenges the idea of religion. I think that's the main reason why this book received a lot of backlash. And I strongly disagree with a lot of people in the Google Books review and all who claim that this book makes a person more atheist-like. I don't know, it's just crazy. The book isn't exactly very scientifically based. I mean, it's a fiction book, so it has a lot of made-up stories there. A lot of these stuff written in the book are not scientifically proven, but people are pissed off anyways. I will just give you a simple idea of this thing. The concept of this book, it challenges the contemporary idea that life formed due to divine intervention. I think that's the part where most of the people were pissed off. The people who gave bad reviews about this book might have just read that bit and just closed the book up. I think if you read till the end, you will realize what it actually meant. But you know, I think most of the people who gave these bad reviews, who created a lot of controversies, I think most of them didn't read till the end, because everything in this book you can interpret it in another way. I think as a painting lover, I think I can actually compare this with a famous artwork by the famous French painter Alexandre Cabanel. I hope a lot of people know what artwork I'm talking about. It's The Fallen Angel by Alexandre Cabanel. At that time, it challenged the contemporary idea that the devil was this evil looking person with two horns, probably red in color, I don't know. Painting challenged the idea and showcased Lucifer, the fallen angel, as a godlike, Greek godlike figure. A beautiful, charismatic, handsome guy who had these eyes of fire. It's a beautiful painting, but it received a lot of backlash at that time due to its challenging of the contemporary ideas. And I think the same thing applies for this book, because it actually challenges the idea right now, but I think in a few years this concept is going to change. People are going to think differently. I think this might be one of those rare movies that didn't receive any proper fame at the time, but will receive a lot of fame, a lot of popularity, a lot of cult following in the upcoming years. I really hope to see The Origin on top there, on top of the Robert Langdon series. Maybe the Da Vinci Code is better than The Origin, I don't know. I can only say that if I finish reading the book. So I will definitely be doing a book review of the Da Vinci Code. After that, I will do a complete rating of the entire Robert Langdon series. So the book, I think, is available on most libraries nearby me. Like, I live in Kochi, Kerala. So I think most libraries, I've seen this book in a lot of libraries, most of the Robert Langdon books. But if you want to buy it, go to Amazon.com. There it is available for $380, and the hardcover edition is available for $9.99. This edition, this version, is not really mine. It's from the library nearby. That's why it's very worn out. In the future, I would love to buy a personal edition, probably a new edition of The Origin in the future. I would definitely recommend this book to all those thriller mystery lovers. For you, Dan Brown 2017 book, The Origin. So that's it. Book review is over. Viewers can go. Subscribers, please stay. I have something to say. I know it's been a long time since we posted any videos on this channel. I don't really have an explanation for that. I'll just say, studies got the better of me. After 9th, I did not have any time to do videos. 10th board exam, 11th board exam. It was too late before I realized that I am not gonna get any time anytime soon to do videos. So I decided, what can I do? I just thought myself, what can I do during the weekends? Maybe Saturdays, maybe Sundays. So I remembered that I read a lot of books. I've been setting up a library for me here. As you can see, I have the Game of Thrones 3 books, the Dune 1st and 2nd. I have the full set of Harry Potter. And I also take books from the library, like the Dan Brown series. One of them was The Origin. So I've decided to do book review videos maybe during weekends. So you can expect a video coming out in 2 weeks time, maybe in a fortnight. So I will try my best to continue posting videos. We will bring more enjoyable content, more recreational, more infotainment content to this channel. Maybe do a couple of movie reviews. I'll be reviewing all of these books. Probably the first one to come out would be the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone book, which I have already filmed the review right now. So thank you deeply for staying subscribers. To those 128 people who stayed subscribers all this time, thank you. We will be bringing more and more content to this channel. Stay tuned. Bye bye.